Now I wish to consider multiple choice question from a chapter of Goodwill. Observe the questions on the screen. Goodwill is tangible asset, an intangible asset, a fictitious asset, not an asset. Now, tangible assets means assets within the reach of your five senses. Eyes can see, hand can touch. These are the assets, they are tangible, means within the scope of five senses. Goodwill is a value of reputation, and the reputation of a firm is about what? Super profit earning potential. The cause for reputation of a firm is the super profit earning potential, and the reputation being beyond the five senses. If it exists, nobody knows it because it is not tangible. If it is lost, everybody knows it. So goodwill is an intangible asset, not within the reach of five senses. So correct answer is B. Goodwill is an intangible asset. Next, following factors affect the valuation of goodwill except location of business, type of business, extent of competition in business, location of customer. Now, goodwill has much to do with the location of business, type of business, extent of competition in the business, monopoly, oligopoly, etc. There the value of goodwill is much more. Location of customer. The reputation of business has nothing to do with the location of customer. So D is the correct answer. Next, following factors affect the valuation of goodwill. Number of years for which business is in existence, skill and efficiency of the owner, some special benefit helps in earning super profit, all the above. All the above factors affect the valuation of goodwill. So D is the correct answer. The most important element in the valuation of goodwill is type of business, efficiency of the owner of the business, future maintainable profit, place and location of the business. Type of business affects the future maintainable profit. Efficiency of the owner also affect the future maintainable profit. Place and location of business also affect the future maintainable profit. So future maintainable profit is the criteria on the basis of which the valuation of goodwill is being made. So future maintainable profit is the most important element for the purpose of valuation of goodwill. There is also one more thing that you should understand, that for how many years this future maintainable profit is going to be maintained or is going to be last in future. On the basis of that you can decide the number of years of purchase. So future maintainable profit is the most important element for the purpose of valuation of goodwill. C is the correct option. Next, according to certain number of years of purchase of simple average of profit of goodwill means current profit multiplied by number of years for which goodwill is purchased, last year profit into number of years for which the goodwill is purchased, average profit multiplied by number of years for which the goodwill is purchased, none of the above. Now, option C is the correct answer. The average profit of past is taken as the basis for the purpose of estimating the future maintainable profit. Average profit of past is a matter of history. That history will repeat in future. That's a presumption. On the basis of this, on the basis of this conviction or presumption, the average profit of past is considered for the purpose of valuation of goodwill, wherein the average profit is multiplied with the number of years for which it is going to be maintained in future. Next. According to certain number of years of purchase of weighted average profit means average profit into number of years for which the goodwill is purchased, current year's profit into multiplied by number of years for which the goodwill is purchased, last year's profit into number of years for which the goodwill is purchased, weighted average profit into number of years. D is the correct answer. Now where there is an increasing trend in profit that is noticed in past, then weighted average is a suitable average for the purpose of valuation of goodwill. So weighted average profit multiplied by number of years for which that profit is going to be maintained is the criteria or is a multiple taken for the purpose of valuation of goodwill. Next. According to capitalization of average profit method, goodwill means capital employed in business minus capitalized profit minus capital employed in business, capitalized profit multiplied by number of years for which the goodwill is purchased, none of the above. Now the correct answer is B. Capitalized profit minus capital employed in the business. On the future maintainable profit arrived at on the basis of past average is capitalized on the basis of expected rate of return. For that, the future maintainable profit based on past average is divided by expected rate of return. So we get the capitalized value of the return. Now that capitalized value is compared with the actual capital employed in the business. The difference between the two is known as value of goodwill. So capitalized profit minus capital employed in the business is a criteria for valuation of goodwill. Next. According to certain number of years of purchase of super profit method, goodwill means. So these are the four options. Weighted average profit minus simple average, average profit minus expected profit minus average profit. These are the three options. Everything is multiplied with the number of years of purchase of goodwill. This is something common. Now what's the correct way to find out the super profit? The profit earning potential of an existing firm which holds goodwill. That profit earning potential means future maintainable profit is worked out on the basis of average profit. And if such firm is started today, what is the expected profit of that firm? The expected profit of new firm is compared with the future maintainable profit of the existing firm. So, average profit minus expected profit is the criteria for the purpose of working out the super profit. And that super profit is multiplied with the number of years for which the goodwill is purchased. So B is the correct option. B is the correct option for the purpose of finding out the value of goodwill by a super profit method. In super profit method, we have to find out the super profit earning potential of the existing firm. The existing firm is going to earn profit on the basis of past average profit. That profit, from that you have to deduct the expected profit of such new firms which we start today. That is the expected profit of the new firm. The difference between the two is known as super profit, that is multiplied with the number of years for which such profit is going to be sustained. Next. For valuation of goodwill, if the profit of past year shows an increasing trend, the average profit will be calculated using. This is a very simple question. When the increasing trend is found, you have to work out average on the basis of weighted average method. So option B is the correct answer. Next. Consider the following information. You are given the profit for 3 years, 10,000, 15,000 and 11,000. There is no trend, no increasing trend is noticed. So you have to find out the simple average. And if you work out the simple average, what will be the answer? Just work it out. Average profit is equal to total profit divided by number of years. 10,000 plus 15,000 plus 11,000 divided by number of years 3. 12,000 is the average profit. So option D is the correct answer. Next. Now consider the following information: 10,000, 11,000, 15,000. There's an increasing trend. Profit has increased every year. So better to work out the weighted average profit. So how to work out the weighted average profit? So work out the weighted average profit for this information and find out which is the correct option, correct answer. Let us work it out. Profit 10,000, 11,000, 15,000. I give weight, the highest weight is given to the recent year. And the lowest weight is given to the year that is in past. So 1, 2, 3 is the weight given. Weighted profit, I have to multiply 10,000 into 1, 11,000 into 2, 15,000 into 3. So I get the total of weights and total of profit, weighted profit, average profit, total weighted profit divided by total weights, 77,000 divided by 6. The answer is 12,833. This is the correct answer. So here we have worked out the weighted average profit for the purpose of valuation of goodwill. Next. Now here there is a loss in 1 year. 15,000, 10,000 is the profit for the subsequent years. Simple average will be worked out. Profits are added and losses are deducted to find the average. So here, what is the correct average? Total profit divided by number of years. Minus 10,000 plus 5,000 plus 15,000 plus 10,000 divided by number of years 4. So 20,000, 10,000, 10,000 gets cancelled. 20,000 divided by 4, 5,000. This is the average profit considered for the purpose of valuation of goodwill. Next. Partners A, B, C change their profit sharing ratio from 5:3:2 to 3:2:1. And goodwill for the purpose is valued at 1 lakh. Goodwill will be raised by partners in new profit sharing ratio, sacrifice or gain ratio, old profit sharing ratio, equal ratio. Goodwill is raised. Raised means the valuation made is more than the book value. Valuation for goodwill made is more than the book value. So here goodwill is raised. So increase in value of asset. Increase in value of asset till today is to be distributed amongst partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So C is the correct answer. So goodwill is raised in the old profit sharing ratio. Next. If in sum number 13 goodwill is raised, is not to appear in the balance sheet of the firm, then it should be written off by the partners in which option? Goodwill is raised. After raising goodwill, it is to be written off. When you write off the goodwill, there is a decline in value of asset. Decline in value of asset is a loss. Losses are debited to partners' capital account. But in which proportion? That is being done after the change in the profit sharing ratio. So new profit sharing ratio is taken for the purpose of writing off of goodwill. Option C is the correct answer. Next. If in sum number 13, goodwill is to be adjusted directly to the capital accounts of the partners without opening goodwill account, then proportionate amount of goodwill will be debited to sacrificing partners capital account, credited to gaining partners capital account, credited to sacrificing partners capital account, and debited to gainers capital account, not to be recorded anywhere, none of the above. Now when there is an adjustment to the capital accounts of the partners, goodwill is to be adjusted to the capital accounts of the partners. Then those who sacrifice transfer the right ownership. Those who gain share in profit, they acquire a right, they are the purchaser of right asset. So what is the criteria? The partner who gains has to pay, and the partner who sacrifices has to receive. The partner who receives, the capital account is to be credited. The partner who gains and pay for it, capital account is to be debited. So what's the correct option? The sacrificed partner's capital account is to be credited and the gaining partner's capital account is to be debited. So option B is the correct answer. Debit, gainers, credit, sacrifice. This is the principle. So option B is the correct answer. Now, I have considered these multiple choice questions. I feel that you have followed them. Thanks to all of you.